Hey there, Dwayne Bass here. A lot of my team members and colleagues have been asking me how it is I approach cold market. And so I thought I'd do this little video because the other morning I was grabbing some gas from the gas station and something happened that was pretty cool. So I got through pumping my gas and the gas pump didn't print out a receipt. And so I obviously wanted a receipt. So I went up to the register and said, hey, I needed my receipt. And the girl was taking a little bit of time because there was a little bit of a line. And there was a guy behind me, and I noticed that he had gotten out of a Mustang before. And so I said, hey, is that your Mustang? He said, yeah, it is. I said, that's really cool. I said, when did you get that? He said, I got it in November. And so I said, well, that's awesome, man. I said, you must have a really nice job. What is it that you do? And he said, well, I work at Geico. And I said, oh, cool. That means you get to actually work in a cubicle? And he was like, yeah, and I hate it. And so at that point, I was like, bingo. So I said, well, what is it that you want to be doing? And he looked at me and he said, you know what? I have no idea. And I'm just not really sure. And I said, it sounds to me like you definitely don't want to be working in a cubicle for the rest of your life. And he said, no, I don't. I said, well, listen, I said, I'm on my way to a meeting myself. I said, so I don't have a lot of time, but shoot me a text message and I'll give you a call because my company is always expanding and we're looking for people that maybe need some direction or want to be, involved in something really cool. And so he said, okay, great. So he got his phone out and he texted me. And then immediately he goes, well, what is it that you do? And I said, well, look, like I said, I'm on the way to a meeting right now, but I'll give you a text back and we'll meet up. And he said, oh, that sounds great. So just about 5 minutes later, I got a text message from him and told me his name and said, hey, it'd be great if we could meet up. Can you tell me what it is your company does? And I simply sent him a text back and I said, way too much to text. We'll get together at SBX. And so I always shorten Starbucks to SBX. And so he was like, that sounds great. And then about 30 minutes later, he sent me a text back and he goes, by the way, what is SBX? And I said, oh, that's cool. We'll grab a coffee at Starbucks and talk about it. And he said, okay, sounds good. So that's one of the ways that I approach cold market so that I can always have somebody to call.